Hello and welcome back to my channel and welcome to PrepTober. We are going to be talking about all the things I am currently getting ready for to start my NanoWrimo this year. And it's not a typical NanoWrimo, so processes are going to be a little bit different. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? It is fall, it is officially autumn, and I am here for it. The weather in Texas has officially kind of calmed down a little bit, enough to give us some fall vibes. And I'm at least able to take my son out now for walks because it's not sweltering hot, and that's been super fun. And I just can't wait for the temperatures to drop even lower. Now I do come from upstate New York, so I'm used to the Arctic or the frigid cold. And since moving down south, my blood is thinned a little bit. So I don't like it when it gets super cold, but 50s, 40s are good enough for me. My name is Kylie. I am an author, tuber, voice actress, audiobook narrator, professional nerd, plus mom. So PrepTober, I've done videos, I think the last 2 years about PrepTober, and now we are in PrepTober. I usually write a draft for NanoWrimo. I'm usually working on a project in full, start to almost finish, or as close to finish as being possible. This year, it's not going to be anything like that. My NanoWrimo process is going to be completely new, and PrepTober is going to look really different. So for starters, I have note cards, I have a single hole punch, I have binder clips to put all of the plot notes together, and obviously a pen. So I am going to be working on 2 projects at once, and I'm gonna insert a video of me putting together one of those projects right now. I have my scenes and plots down here, little plot notes, little theme notes. I don't have that many hooked up right now because I want to save room. I just wanted to start something so I could kind of cart it around the house with me, along with this. This is a $5 journal from TJ Maxx. I love TJ's for their stationery and their journal section. Super cheap, super good quality. And in here, I'm going to keep my notes for the science fiction project. So what I did was I had a basis idea for the science fiction project that I've been working on for about 5 years now. And it finally all came together in my head the other day, and I decided to talk it over with my husband because he's really good at asking the hard questions, expanding on ideas, just making it better. And he's played a lot of video games, seen a lot of sci-fi, as have I. But there are some things mechanically that he's done with building suits of armor and weaponry for cosplay that I don't have. So it's been nice to kind of get his input on this because there's going to be machinery and suits and armor and stuff like that incorporated in this. So what I did was I let my recorder go for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and I wrote down a good chunk of notes that we use to discuss and break down, and then I transpose them all here, and I will transpose them again into here in neater space, and then I will keep my scene and plot notes with me and expand and add to them as I go. But this keeps it really small and easy to kind of like lug around, because with a baby right now, it's really hard to take like my huge happy planner binders with me and still have room for everything. So small is better. The next thing on my PrepTober list is, of course, the series Bible. So what I will need for this is a clean notebook, my very old, about 2-3-year-old 3-subject notebook that has all the original notes for Claymore, computer with the drafts and everything in it, and the updated documents that I need, colored pens. These are sepia pens. These are the sepia pens. And then I have a couple in here. They're not sepia pens. They're just fine liner color pens. So I have a bunch of those. So we need these. And of course, washi tape. All the washi. What I am going to do with all of this seems like a lot, but it's going to be put together in a series Bible that is very succinct and very easy to find. And I wanted to do this on my computer because it takes up less space, uses less paper. However, that is just not how my brain works. When I am plotting, when I am brainstorming ideas, I have to literally physically like write it out. If I don't, I know that it's faster to do it typing, but it just doesn't compute. There's something about the creative process for me where I literally have to write it out on paper first and see it and kind of decorate it and make it look nice, and then it makes me want to go on further and complete it. So for Claymores 1 through 3, everything of importance is going to go into here, and I will do a separate video on series Bible for that. But that is just one thing that I am currently working on my PrepTober list. So Claymore series Bible, and the scene, like getting together my thoughts and my first kind of sketches of scenes and stuff like that for the sci-fi novel are top priority on my list. Along with the Claymore for PrepTober is going to be rereading Claymore 1, pulling out plots and themes and seeing if anything has been left open that I needed to shut. If I have planted enough seeds for books 2 and 3, I need to, instead of rewriting the whole thing, I am just going to go ahead and restructure the beginning, because that is the, let's face it, that's the weakest part. Where it opens doesn't make any sense. It makes sense to me, but the reader doesn't need to know that information. I need to be showing, I'm kind of telling in the beginning, and I just need to go back and tweak a couple of chapters. And that should be all I need to do for Claymore 1. Resend it to my editor for a once-over, and then that'll be good to go, and I can format it and feel really good about it. Claymore 2, have to do the same thing, reread it, pull out plots and themes, and then literally finish the last 5 chapters. Claymore 3, same thing, reread it, pull out themes, plots, anything that I need for Claymore 4, and finish the last several chapters. So Claymore 2 and 3, I left open-ended because I wanted to see how, for 2, I wanted to see how 3 flowed, and I know exactly where I'm going now. I just literally, it's a matter of just sitting my butt down and writing it. So PrepTober will be all about pulling out those plots, those themes, those seeds, those, everything like that, and plotting Claymore 4 as well. Then for NanoWrimo, the job will be literally to write the new beginning of Claymore 1, the endings of Claymore 2 and 3, and hopefully be able to start Claymore 4. So I have to write that all down on a list for PrepTober. It's a lot. It's a lot of little things that add up to a lot of things. But before 2021 is over, I really want to wrap all of Claymore. I want to have the novella finished, and I want to have 4 finished. And I have 3 months to do that. By the time this is all finished, I'll have 1 month. I really think it's doable, at least into January. By January at the latest is when I hope to be done with Claymore. That way I can move on. And in the background, I'm going to be working on the sci-fi novel. I know some people during NanoWrimo, they start working on a project, and in PrepTober, they have all of these plans and everything is super laid out and it's super detailed, and I was one of those people who always liked to do it. However, sometimes when you get to NanoWrimo, things shift. focus shifts, inspiration hits differently, and you kind of have to write what's there. I've known people in my friend group, some author tubers, and myself included, who have middle of NanoWrimo been like, this isn't working. We need to switch gears and write something completely different. I'm really holding myself accountable to be focused on Claymore. And the reason why I am allowing myself to play with these scenes, to play with plot and characters and stuff like that with the science fiction novel, is because I know that I've looked at Claymore for 3 years now. I know that it's ready to go. I just have to finish it. And I might get bored. So when I get bored, I need something to refill my well, and that is going to be the science fiction that I am literally chomping at the bit to write. But it's going to be a reward for a job well done, because I still want to write 50,000 words across Claymore for NanoWrimo, between 1, rewriting in the beginning, 2, and 3, finishing them. And I have to set up a reward system for myself like I do every year for Nano. I really like it. I use Sarah Cannon's reward system. I think it's a great idea. I think it really helps keep us focused, keep us with the target in mind. And for me, a lot of the reward of finishing Claymore is just going to be peace of mind and knowing that I can move on to other things and that I'm free. So that is my PrepTober plans, guys. And I will be doing a video on my series Bible coming up very shortly. I'm trying to figure out how I want to set it up. It's going to take me a couple of days to do some mock ideas because I have family lineages. I have a list of the previous Earls of Claymore. I have lore that needs to be tucked in here. I have characters that need to be tucked in here. I have character arcs that need to be tucked in here. I have the bad guys that I need to finish figuring out, because right now they're just bad guys and I need to give them more of a motive. I need to give my villains motive. That is what I'm going to be currently working on when I do my series Bible. Something that I wanted to point out for my PrepTober organization, I went to the Dollar Tree, and this is not sponsored by any means. So I went to the Dollar Tree and I just went crazy. I got a bunch of notebooks, plus this one and one that's down there. As you already saw, I got note cards, so I have literally like a basket just full of note cards. These ones are super cool because they're like all together. And I'm planning on using these, but I kind of like this system right now. Might use these for something different, for different project. I got Post-it notes. I got new highlighters. I got my pens from here. I think these, no, these are not from these. I got these Clip Click ink pens in multicolor and in black, and they are so smooth to write with. They're one of the best pens. I usually use the Sharpie S-Gel 0.7 to write a lot of things, or I also use the Pentel RSVP BK91, or yeah, BK91 in medium. Like, these are the pens that I like the most to write, like to plot. This one really surprised me. Like, I really, really like these ones. So I got all of my prep stuff for like under 20 bucks from the Dollar Tree. I did not spend hardly any money on it. So you don't have to go crazy for PrepTober. You can do it on a budget. And that's just what I did because, you know, it's just prep stuff. I'm not gonna pay like $3 for a, you know, a wide ruled one subject. And this was a $5 TJ Maxx find. I find so many nice, cheap $3 to $7 journals at TJ Maxx. It's a problem. It really is. And my husband's told me, you have a problem. So yeah, you can find deals. So don't be afraid to look in the clearance section of Walmart or, you know, other places. Target, the dollar section, Target has a dollar section right up in the front. Don't be afraid to go like looking. So that is my PrepTober video. I am super excited. I am hopeful, and I'm gonna go make myself my to-do list to post up on my wall here so that I know what tasks I need to be doing. So from me to you guys, one love and happy spooky season.